Heavy rain making the transition to a heavy band of snow. I'm tracking the potential for several inches of slush coming up.
It's a difficult night to be driving with heavy rain and heavy snow both falling. We're live with a look at the latest road conditions in Lexington.
In parts of southern and eastern Kentucky, many people are concerned about possible flooding tonight. We'll have the latest from Laurel County.
WKYT News starts now with First Alert Weather.
And good evening. It's been a soggy night across much of Kentucky, and now it's turning to snow in some places. We're tracking all of it on First Alert Defender.
A WKYT First Alert Severe Weather Day continues. Heavy snow is expected for parts of Kentucky overnight, and a few miles could make a big difference in how much snow you see. Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey has the very latest forecast. Chris?
Yep, exactly right, guys. And look what we have here at the station right now. It is snow, and it is coming down at a pretty good clip on the east side of Lexington. We've got those big snowflakes that are coming down. Earlier I was kind of kidding, saying that would look like snowballs at times, kind of falling from the sky. Well, we're not too far from that right now at the station. Cars are covered in what I called on Twitter just a little bit ago some slop. It's a lot of slush as of now. Winter weather advisory for much of central and eastern Kentucky. This may actually end up being winter storm warning type snows for a part of the area. Pinpointing that band of heaviest snows has been the difficult part of the forecast pretty much all day long. It's beginning to show itself finally, though. Also watching the potential for flooding across parts of southern and eastern Kentucky. Defender Radar Network started to see the white showing up across Ohio with an area of low pressure to our south. It started pulling in a little bit of cold air coming out of the Buckeye State on a northeasterly wind. So slowly but surely we've been making that transition over now from rain to a mix and now to snow, and that transition is extending all the way into parts of southern Kentucky. Now look at our radar picture, and if you were watching us tonight at 6 o'clock, that hour-by-hour forecast we were showing you matching up very well with where we are right now. So that gives us a little confidence heading into the overnight that things are kind of on track right now. All of this is coming around an area of low pressure to our south. Severe weather outbreak on the south end of this warm front. Again, in that warm sector, had tornadoes today. We're on the northern flank of that. That's usually a snow sector, and it is finally turning into one right now across much of central and eastern Kentucky. When I come back at 11:43, we've got an updated call for snowfall, or should I call it slush fall, guys. It's a heavy, wet snow for parts of the area.
All right, we'll see you then, Chris. Thank you. Some side streets in Lexington are still a slushy mess tonight, and drivers told us heavy rain has made any road difficult to drive on.
More snow will only make things worse for them. Monique Blair has been keeping an eye on road conditions in Lexington tonight. She continues our live First Alert weather team coverage with the very latest. Monique?
Well, Sam and Amber, I'm out here on Athens-Boonesboro Road, and we have literally watched in the past half hour as the rain turned into snow. Now, I don't know if you can tell, but it is coming down really good right now. I want to show you behind me, kind of in the distance, I-75 still looks to be running pretty well. Athens-Boonesboro here, drivers look to be going the speed limit, not slowing down too much. The roads still look fairly clear, but drivers I talked to in the past couple hours tonight told me before the snow started falling, when the roads were just covered in rain, they were seeing some slick spots.
In the past few days in Lexington, we've had snow, we've had rain, the temperature has dropped below freezing, and the temperature has gone above freezing.
Well, it's Kentucky. You just stick around, it'll change.
I mean, Kentucky weather, if you wait 5 minutes, it'll change.
As drivers learn to deal with the quickly changing elements, they said Monday night before any snow fell, it was the wet roads that were giving them an issue.
There was some spots where it was still slushy in the roads, which is dangerous.
I'd say tonight, actually, the roads are probably a little bit worse. The rain's really made the roads a lot more slick than I would say it was this morning.
Lexington Streets and Roads crews couldn't pre-treat the roads Monday while it was raining because the rain would just wipe away the salt. So wherever the snow falls and sticks, those roads may pose some additional safety threats as well.
This right here is better than snow, but it's miserable.
Streets and Roads crews were on standby Monday and were ready to start working as soon as the flakes began to fall.
The road's now just very wet, really wet, and if it turns into snow, then I don't want to be on the road tomorrow.
Now, I just spoke with Lexington police just a few minutes ago, and they told me so far today they have responded to a total of 52 accidents. Now, that's a little more than half as many accidents as they responded to yesterday in just 11 hours. I'm reporting live in Lexington. Monique Blair, WKYT.
Monique, thank you. Now let's check on Laurel County as heavy rain has been falling for much of today, and that's on top of several inches of snow that fell yesterday. Garrett Weimer tells us tonight that some people, including county leaders, are concerned about possible flooding.
Even as it rained, folks around Laurel County spent the evening cleaning up the first round of snow.
Could be worse. Could be snowing.
Before it got colder and came back.
It's a mess and it's going to get worse.
The warmer temperatures and rain got rid of some snow, but it didn't get rid of all of it.
It's heavy, wet because of the rain. It's more like slush and water than snow. So it's heavier to move.
Local leaders say because of all that, they're watching for high water. Laurel County's emergency management director says they've been keeping an eye on the same places that tend to flood anytime the county gets more than a couple inches of rain, including right here on Court Road, south of London.
I'm afraid that water, I can swim, but...
Carl Sizemore's lived out here along Court Road for 40 years. He says they're no stranger to flooding.
Oh God, sometimes it's running at these windows here. At one night.
Sizemore planned to stay up in case the water got too close to the house, saying he'll keep a watchful eye on the water as it rises the next few days. In Laurel County, Garrett Weimer, WKYT.
The Laurel County Emergency Management Director says that county leaders are also watching Hopper Creek for high water.
In neighboring Clay County, road crews were still trying to clear snow from some roads tonight. They say the rain that's been falling throughout the day has helped them some. Clay County's road department is responsible for about 500 miles of pavement. Crews say they'll be working through the night treating roads for any snow. Investigators say the weather played a role in a crash that injured 4 people in Perry County. It happened this morning on Highway 7 in the Viper community. Police say an SUV slid on the road. The driver overcorrected, and that caused the SUV to flip several times. Police say one person in the SUV was thrown from the vehicle. The jaws of life had to be used to get the other 3 people out. All 4 were taken to the hospital, but their conditions are not known tonight. You can track snow along with the latest traffic with the WKYT Weather Plus Traffic app. You can download it for free in the app or Google Play stores.
New tonight, a Whitley County judge has sentenced a woman who admitted playing a role in her 2-year-old daughter's death. The Commonwealth Attorney's Office says that Trina White received 10 years in prison for second-degree manslaughter. She pled guilty last month. In 2013, investigators say White's daughter died of blunt force trauma and asphyxiation. White's boyfriend, Mark Hayden, pled guilty to murder last year. He is serving a 25-year sentence. The family of a fallen Lexington police officer asked the state parole board not to release his killer from prison early. Glenn Donahue is serving a 20-year sentence for manslaughter in the 2010 hit-and-run death of Officer Brian Durman. Donahue is eligible for parole this year. Today, the Durman family testified during a parole hearing, saying Donahue has not earned an early release.
Glenn Donahue has never accepted responsibility nor shown any remorse for his actions. Even when he was questioned by the parole board at his last hearing, he would not admit any fault.
Officer Durman's widow, Brandy, there also brought more than 5,000 letters from people asking that Donahue be denied parole. He will testify to the parole board tomorrow morning.
Tonight, doctors are warning University of Kentucky students about a rise in periodontitis cases on campus. Periodontitis is a swelling of the jaw that doctors say can often be a sign of a bigger virus like mumps. In the last week, UK health leaders say they've seen 15 cases on campus. They say right now they're trying to figure out if mumps or something else is the underlying factor.
Just having any virus like the flu, mono, even HIV can cause this swelling in this parotid gland. So it can be a number of viruses. We're just not sure what it is yet.
UK health leaders hope to have test results back by the end of the week. Doctors say anyone with a swollen jaw should seek medical treatment immediately and stay home for 5 days. New tonight, a pilot project designed to make Short Street in Lexington more friendly for walkers will be ending. According to our news partners at the Herald Leader, city leaders say they'll have to stop the project because of renovations to the former Fayette County Courthouse. They say Short Street will return to its original look in the spring. The project added art and improved pedestrian crossings, but some nearby business owners complained of traffic problems. With 6 days to go until the South Carolina Republican primary, presidential candidate Jeb Bush brought his famous brother in to help.
Former President George W. Bush appeared at a rally tonight in North Charleston, South Carolina. South Carolina Republicans voted for both him and former President George H.W. Bush in their presidential primaries.
And there's no doubt in my mind that Jeb Bush has the experience and the character to be a great president.
Meanwhile, Republican candidate Donald Trump is threatening to sue fellow candidate Ted Cruz, who he claims is airing false ads. And Marco Rubio warned about divisions within the party that could hurt Republicans in November. The South Carolina Republican primary is Saturday. Democrats there vote a week later.
Some of the biggest names in music took the stage tonight in Los Angeles at this year's Grammy Awards, and Kentucky native Chris Stapleton was one of the big winners. Danielle Nottingham has more.
Taylor Swift kicked off the show singing Out of the Woods from her album 1989.
I'm African, I'm black as the moon.
Kendrick Lamar won Best Rap Album, then confronted racial issues during his live performance.
We will live forever, believe that.
They both lost Song of the Year to Ed Sheeran's ballad Thinking Out Loud.
Thank you very much.
Adele returned to the Grammy stage for the first time in 4 years. Chris Stapleton took home Best Country Album for his debut album, Traveler.
This is something that you never, ever dream of.
The show was heavy on emotion this year as the Grammys paid tribute to several music legends who passed away recently. Ziggy played guitar. Looking like Ziggy Stardust's twin sister, Lady Gaga wowed the crowd with a David Bowie medley. Stevie Wonder and Pentatonic saluted Earth, Wind & Fire's Maurice White.
The thrill is gone.
Bonnie Raitt helped honor blues legend B.B. King. Jackson Browne and the remaining Eagles remembered Glenn Frey.
Just you
And in a first, the Grammys got a taste of Broadway, courtesy of the smash hip-hop musical Hamilton. Danielle Nottingham, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Album of the Year went to Taylor Swift for 1989. Uptown Funk won Record of the Year.
A new restaurant is open in historic downtown Lexington building. This was opening night for Lockbox, which is attached to the new 21C Museum Hotel. Both are in the old Fayette National Bank building at the corner of Main and Upper. Lockbox features some unique artwork, and you can even dine in the old bank vault. As for the menu, you will find American and Southern fare.
So Lockbox is now open for dinner only, and in a couple weeks we'll layer on breakfast, and then lunch will follow soon after that.
As for the 21C Museum Hotel, managers tell us it will open for business in the next few weeks. A lot of people have been looking